You mentioned yesterday, so great presentation, and you had to close almost, so it was at the end of a long day.
Yes.
So you did very well. You mentioned Uber, so you were not the first one, but it was totally in context. And you said that Uber, which is true in most countries, achieve two things. They increase the level of service and they reduce costs.
Yeah.
And you also used that example to talk about even traditional industries moving into platforms, right? You showed us the Audi Unite app, which was interesting. Could you please talk us through that, the necessity for financial institutions to move into the platforms approach and thinking?
Yeah, what you see if you look at the successful models at this time, so I mentioned Uber, but you could also talk about Facebook or you could talk about Google or anything, is that they actually offer a platform that doesn't only help their business, but they sort of enable other businesses. Mm-hmm. And that's where the success is, because then you add growth and you decrease costs in the end.
Which you're doing as well as part of InShared.
Which we as InShared do as well, indeed. And there are some other examples where I mentioned Audi as an example, because of course you see that a car that used to be a status symbol, that used to be you had to own a car, it's more and more moving into you want to use a car. And I think what Audi does with this Audi Unite, they sort of mix and match the best of both worlds, because they still offer their own good car and their special brand, but they do offer it in a way that you actually share it with three or four other people. So I think in that sense they make the move towards the platform. Instead of just sticking to the product, which probably makes it easier. For them to stay competitive.
And it helps them as well increase the aura around their cars, help their customers, their fans, connecting and spreading the word around them. So there's of course huge benefits from that. Yeah. We touched your platform, and we can talk about it because I think part of your expansion, your growth, might be to partner with other institutions outside the Netherlands. You mentioned that, and congratulations, you achieved the highest level of satisfaction, so that's NPS score, and lowest cost ratio.
Yes.
And you can scale, even if tomorrow you've got twice as many clients, online users. Yeah. Could you please take us through that, and maybe your platform? That would make sense.
Yeah, so as InShared, we are a fully digital player, which means that from, let's say, the moment you come to our website and you want to make a quote, to actually buying, to changing something in your policy, to making a claim, you can do everything yourself, and it's all online. You can call us only if you have a claim. So if you want to have some information, our website should provide you with all the information. You can chat with us, you can send us an email, you cannot call. Actually, the client does all the work, or the majority of the work. So we try, if we have to do a lot of work, it means we did something wrong, because then it's not easy and then it's not transparent. So because of that, the client feels in control and satisfaction goes up, and that is reflected in the highest NPS score, obviously. But another consequence of that is that the costs go down. So for that reason we have the lowest cost ratio in the market, because in the end we can, so we are now selling 500,000 policies. For a small country that's okay in a few years' time, and we only employ 32 people to do that. Yeah.
This would sound